So the question is, how can the city's recycling program be improved? What would you do to improve it? And we're going to start with Richard Romero.
Again, it's one of those issues that it's going to need an investment on the part of the city, and it's a matter of priorities, whether you really believe in that or not. I'm one that recycles my plastic, my paper, my aluminum cans. I put plastic and my paper out there on the curb every Wednesday when the solid waste folks come around. We need to develop a better relationship with some businesses. I understand that we have some shortcomings at solid waste, and very honestly, we just need to do better. I toured the solid waste area, the waste site up on the west side the other day, and saw a lot of room, a lot of need for improvement there. Again, I can't really criticize the administration. All I have to say is that we probably need to invest more dollars and hopefully do a better job.
Mr. Berry?
Well, this is an area where I think we can really do better. It is frustrating to take your recyclables out and separate them, knowing that the largest proportion of those aren't going to be recycled. So I would hope that all three candidates could agree on this, that we need to do better in that regard. The question is, how do we do better? I think additional investments on the part of the city. I do believe our facilities are too small for the need that we have today. I think we need to look for innovative ideas, see what other cities are doing, put in place and put in motion a recycling program that not just does a good job of picking up the recyclables, but that creates markets for those recyclables that are viable, because that's really going to be the key. Until we have viable markets for the recyclables where there's a market available for those at a reasonable price, that's part of the key as well.
Mr. Chavez?
Joe Holbert, who's the Deputy Director of Solid Waste, is the leading expert on recycling in the state of New Mexico. During my administration, we've introduced commercial recycling, multi-family recycling, but here's the bottom line. Recycling in the city of Albuquerque simply is not sufficiently user-friendly. It's hard to isolate all those yourself at your curb and then put them out. So what we've got going in the city is 4 pilot areas where we use blue bins. And what we tell the consumer is, put everything in there, we'll sort it out. And in those areas where we've got those bins, we've seen recycling jump 80 to 90%. As well, we partnered with a group called Recycle Bank. We're the largest city this side of the Mississippi in the program, so that we can monitor whether folks are recycling, the tonnage of the recycling by neighborhood, and in return, the consumer gets coupons. If you recycle, you get a coupon to discount at national and local retailers. You can get up to $400 back a year, which totally offsets all of your costs for recycling and garbage.
And now we have 30 seconds for rebuttal to you.
Just a quick comment that I don't think everything is well with our recycling program. Don't get me wrong. I was out there a week or so ago, and we need dramatic improvements there. And all I can say is that it will require an investment, but I think we need to be honest about what we're really doing with recycling. Instead of talking and saying that we're doing all these grand things, I really would like for us to see what we're actually doing, because I don't think what the mayor is saying we're doing is actually a very honest answer. I think we need to do better. I really do.
Let's allow Mr. Berry to speak.
Well, I think we all agree that we need to do more and put more of an investment in. The question is, where are those dollars going to come from? Solid waste is one of our enterprise pools in the city of Albuquerque. People pay fees, those dollars come in, and we pay for the solid waste collection and for the recycling through those fees. It would be interesting for me to see if any of those fees, if there's a so-called profit, if there's any fees additional to what the solid waste is generating. I'd be interested to see where those fees are going, if they're going back into the solid waste department and recapitalizing there, or if they're going to support government in other areas. I don't know the answer to that, but it would be an interesting question.
Yeah. So we have one more question, and it'll be from Mauricio DeMarco from the Alibi.